Hi everybody, Dave Maturo here with
The Martial Way.
thank you for the branding.
Right.
So we're in pandemic training week, 15 day, you said 5, right? It's day 5?
Day 5.
So we are working on our parries. Parry means to avert, to dodge, to turn aside. So we're not blocking. The fundamental difference between what we do and a block is that we move our bodies, right? So a block would just be an arm. If Matt was to throw an overhand strike, I could block. That's a block, right? What we would then incorporate would be turning our body out of the way. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So he's coming with an overhand strike just for variety, to do something different. And in this case, the first time I had a little bit more time and I stepped in 90 degrees. I didn't have all the time and space, so I couldn't do a full 180 degree parry. I did 90 degrees. Here I have even less time, so I'm going to do what's called a pivot parry. Without Matt, I'm going to basically 1, 2. So it's 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 1, 2. It's not that hard, right? But the most important thing is I'm going to turn my hips. Because my movement is small, and you may be in a situation in a fight where things are happening very fast and you don't have a lot of space, I don't have a lot of time to make big movements or big decisions. So it's literally just going to be this much. So and my timing has to be good, meaning that I don't want to do this. If he starts and I already pivot, right? And obviously if I'm too late, I'm going to get bounced out. So I'm going to wait till he's committed forward so that he has that feeling of once I get out of the way, it's like, when you think there's one more step at the bottom of the steps and there's not, and you stumble, that's the kind of feeling that you get when somebody parries well. So he's going to give a nice controlled swing. I'm going to pivot out of the way. From here, he's not going to stay here forever. He's going to start to get back up. When he does, I'm going to put my arm into his face, elbow into his face, and I'm going to come up underneath and grab him. Now, this looks like a lot of strength. This is leverage. I'm putting him onto a lever, right? If we did that slightly more dynamically, right? 1, he starts to raise up, and we dump him on his head, right? That could be a killer. So what we normally do, we train this very safely. Matt knows how to fall. He can't fall here, so we call it loading up, but not throwing. If we wanted to train it more safely, we'd have the person glide off of our foot so they'd land, flat on their back as opposed to on their neck or head. If we were to switch sides, same thing. I don't have a lot of time. He starts to raise back up. I force my arm into his face. He's already off balance, and I'm going to put him on this lever, this fulcrum, and then he just rises right up. It's really not that hard. You can hear my voice isn't changing. I'm not exerting a lot of effort. Right? If we did that slightly more dynamically, right? And we could just dump him right on his head. One little note. So he throws again. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Right here, he may not raise up. We're assuming that human beings want to be back upright, and he starts to get upright. Right? If he doesn't, right, I could just basically throw his arm out of the way, or I can come on top, and it doesn't matter. Right? So we're going on basic human concept that he's going to want to stand back up, but if he doesn't, I can force my way in. Okay? This stuff works. Please try, be gentle, very slowly. I always say slowly on every video, and I mean it. And come try it at the Martial Way. Look us up, martialwaydojo.com. See you next time.